What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Major League Gaming. We are now on part 16 of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. In this video, we are going to take on the Shadow Temple, or as I would like to call it sometimes, the House of the ReDead. I decided to name the video exactly that because I just think it's pretty well, I wouldn't say it's really funny, actually, because, well, ReDeads are considered a major threat in this game, so yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and enter the Shadow Temple. Yeah, so the spirits are basically telling you that you need a Lens of Truth to get through this area. I'm going to go ahead and move the spirit statue to face the skull that does not disappear. Otherwise, if you don't do this right, you'll fall into a trap. Also, remember to keep an eye on your magic meter when you use the Lens of Truth, because it will cost magic. Okay, we can't go there just yet. There's a hidden door over here we have to go into. You always want to make sure that you use the Lens of Truth wherever you go in this dungeon, because there's like a lot of hidden stuff here. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. The spirits here are quite talkative. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Yeah, well, not surprising, really. Okay. So in this room, first take out the keys, and then go for the ReDead. You can actually stun the ReDead with your hook shot. This will make things a lot easier for you. The Begorran sword is pretty powerful against these guys, so don't be afraid to take them out with your sword. Well, once you freeze them, that is. You don't want to make things too hard for yourself here, trust me. This treasure chest will contain the map of the dungeon. Once that's done, hit these jars if you really need to. And then we're gonna head over to our right. Okay, so there is another room here. What is hidden in the darkness? Tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward unless you have the Lens of Truth, that is. Careful, there are some small jars that will that'll come at you, so watch out for these things. To ensure that you stay on top of like your magic meter, always hit some jars around you. Okay, so we have another dead hand that we need to defeat for the hover boots. This one will be a lot easier to beat with the Begorran sword. If you don't have it, the Master Sword will have to do, but it'll take a little longer to beat this guy. You can also hit the hands to take him out temporarily, but I don't really recommend it. Anyway, get into a good position, wait for the dead hand to get close to you, then strike its head. Okay, watch out! Whoa! There we go. We got him. Those guys are really creepy when you kill them with your sword or whatever weapon that you decide to use. However, like I said in my last video, dead hands are really nothing compared to the ReDeads. ReDeads are considered a serious threat. It doesn't matter which game which Zelda game you play. Anytime you see a ReDead, you have to take it seriously, because these guys are no joke. Yeah, so again, ReDeads are considered a major threat in every Zelda game that you play. Okay, so back to this room. Put your hover boots on, and then roll your way up to this room over here. Be careful when you use the hover boots, though, because you always walk like you're walking on ice all the time. So if you don't need them on right now, take off the Kokiri boot, take them off, put your Kokiri boots back on. Now in this room, we're gonna head over to the left first. There are plenty of sculptures that we need to beat right now, so let's focus on that right now. Collect these silver rupees to open up the door that has the Skulltula. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put my Ocarina away for right now because I'm not gonna really need it for a while. If I do need it again, I'll put it back in if I have to. Okay, I thought there was a sculpture in this room, but it's actually a small key that we need. Okay, so over here, we're gonna go over to the other side now. Get ready though, because they're gonna be a pair of Gibdos that we need to take out with our sword. Just stay in the center with your Begone sword, and then unleash your wave of energy at them. Take them out this way. If you don't have the sword, if you don't have the Begone sword, though, the Master Sword will have to do. But then again, it'll take out a couple hits. You may need to play the Sun Song to freeze these guys first, though. That's just a little bit of a warning there. Anyway, this chest will have the compass inside of it.
Watch out!
The Beamos here is a lot larger than the other ones that we've seen in Dodongo's Cavern and also in the well. As a matter of fact, it takes 2 bombs or bomb chews to take it out. Once that's done... Oh, wait a second. Hang on a second. I have an idea. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work. The Megaton Hammer can sometimes destroy walls that the bomb can do regularly. But here, that's not really the case, though. Okay. So we'll have to make our way down this room, take out some Skulltulas. We'll just use our hook shot to take these guys out quickly. Whoa! I forgot about this one. Okay, watch how these guillotines move. Once you're ready to move, just head towards the other side before the guillotine falls down on you. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with the Wall Master. It's not that big of a threat to me. Okay, excellent. So we're gonna go over here now, but we need the iron boots to get across. The skull that I was mentioning earlier is actually in here, so we definitely need to grab it first. Okay, I'm gonna take off these boots again because I'm not gonna I don't want to I need traction right now to take out the keys here. That light over there needs to be taken out as well. Yeah, the blades that spin around here are invisible, but I'm not too worried about getting hit, though. There we go. We got it. One of the chests here are invisible. Use the lens of truth to reveal it. Yeah, these these chests are not that important, but it's still a good idea to open them up if you really need to for whatever you need. Whether it's rupees, arrows, bombs, doesn't really matter. Just open them up if you have to. Anyway, let's go ahead and go out of this room. We're gonna go to the right side of this area now. Okay, so roll your way over here, wait for the platform to rise up, then fall down over here until you hit this area. I took a fall there, but that is okay. Once we get over here, get your bomb tree ready, if you have any, that is, and use on the BMOs. Once that's done, grab these silver rupees. And there we go. The door's open. Let's go. The reason why we're going over here is because there's actually a small key that we need to get. Now, these spikes can actually hurt you severely, so we'll have to use the stone block to get across. There was a sign over here. Let me go see what it says. Yeah, so we're gonna push the block on this side. Once the spikes touch the block, we'll be safe. But we'll have to pull it back, get on the other side though, unfortunately.
A few moments later.
Okay, once that's done, we're gonna go over here to get the Skulltula. You can also check this treasure chest, see what you get out of it. Just a bunch of arrows? Okay, not a big deal. Now we're going to pull this block back. We're going to climb up it once we get all the way to the side here. There's a switch we have to press to reveal a treasure chest that contains a small key. That's the chest containing the small key. Let's open up this one first, see what we get out of it. I should also point out right now that later in this game we'll come across some treasure chests that will be a trap. So we'll be ignoring a lot more treasure chests later in the next couple videos. Okay, so going back to where the BMOS was, we're gonna go over here now. Put your hover boots on and get ready to move. We have the key to open up this door. Okay. This is where I'm going to need the Ocarina of Time right now, actually. So I'm going to get this out right now. However, it might be a good idea to take off the hover boots here. There are some spikes that are invisible, but it's not that bad, really. Play the Sun Song here, take out the ReDeads. You always want to play the Sun Song first before you handle the ReDeads. Otherwise, you're going to have a harder time if you don't do this first. Trust me, I know. That treasure chest will contain a rupee or something else. I'm not quite sure what it is. It's not going to have a key, though. Anyway, we're gonna use the hook shot to snag the rupees here. That's gonna open up the door that's right over here. We'll have to go inside this room once we get all the rupees here. There's a Skulltula and a small key we have to get. Okay. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, careful with the fire keys. If they come at you, that'll make things easier for you to like aim at them with your hook shot. However, there are 2 more keys that we have to take out. I'm just gonna use my hook shot to save my arrows. My long shot is strong enough anyway to get to them from this distance. Once they're out, go for the skeletal down here. Okay, once that's done, we're gonna grab a bomb flower. You can also use bombs for this part, but I suggest you save your bombs and just use bomb flowers if you see any. This will blast the jar open for a small key inside of it, right there. There it is. Okay, once we have this key, we're gonna head out here. We're gonna use our lens of truth to target our way up to this locked door and head inside of it. Excellent. Okay, so in this room, you want to put your iron boots on. The reason for this is because there are some fans here that will blow you back unless you wear the iron boots. So make sure you put the boots on first. That ice witch up there is a basically it's actually an enemy. So if you shoot it with your arrow while the eye is open, it's just gonna take out the switch without doing anything else. So in this room, get your sword ready. Do a spin attack on the ReDeads, take him out. But or if you want to, you could play the Sun Song to freeze them. Doesn't really matter how you do it. You know, it's really your call. But you want to take out the ReDeads first. However, Z target this wall over here, and Navi will say that she can hear the spirits. Those who have sacred feet should let the wind guide them. Then they will be led to the hidden path. Okay. So the first thing we need to do is put the hover boots on and head back out the same room that we just went into. The hidden room is basically over here. Just roll for it, and here you are. Okay. Now there is a cool way to deal with these Gibdos easily. The trick is you want to use the iron boots. I mean, you do a spin attack. As long as you wear the iron boots, the Gibdos or ReDeads won't scare you. Once that's done, there's actually a chest over here that we need to blast open with the bomb. It's going to be hidden under this crack with the pile of skulls. It's actually invisible, but I don't know where it is. Yeah, you must use the lens of truth to reveal this chest over here. If you want to, you can open up this chest. It's really not that important, though. But if you need more rupees, I'd say go for it. Okay. All right. So by moving this block out this way, we're gonna create a shortcut in case we ever need it. We have to push it all the way to the other side, though, to get to the boat that is up here. Before we ride it, though, I need to play the Scarecrow song for the Skulltula that's right over here.
2,000 years later.
Okay, once the block is in place, climb up it. They climb up this ladder. Face where the Skulltula is. Once Navi turns green, play the Scarecrow song. Alright, there we go. The long shot can reach the Scarecrow, so don't worry about it. Okay, we got the Skulltula over here. Let's move up. Let me see something, actually. Okay, yeah, so if you don't have the Scarecrow song, you can also reach the skeleton over here. Unfortunately, though, you definitely need the Scarecrow song for places like the Fire Temple, because you literally need a hook shot your way up, hook shot your way to the Scarecrow to get to certain places that you can't really get to normally. Play Zelda's Lullaby here, and the boat will start moving. But be ready to take out some Stapuses, though. Okay, they're out of here. Excellent. Yeah, wait a little bit, then jump off the ship. Oh, come on, really? That's much better. Okay, we're just gonna go straight up ahead here to this room. Okay, this is actually a maze that we need to get through. So I'm gonna get my lens of truth out. I'm also gonna get my arrows out for later. You'll see why in just a moment. But we're gonna visit every room because there are some skeletons that we do need to get. Ignore the floor masters for right now. They're not gonna activate a room or something if you kill them. Okay, the boss key is gonna be in this room. To take out these spike balls, though, you want to use your Din's fire. This will also incinerate the ReDeads that are guarding the chests here. Make sure that you are in the middle in the center of this room, so you can take out the ReDeads with the Din's fire. Excellent. Let me grab these jars first over here to keep my magic maxed out. Then we're going to grab the boss key. We're definitely going to need this for sure. Okay, excellent. Okay, so there's another room we're going to visit right now. One of these rooms has a small key that we also need to get, so it's not going to be over here, though. There are no keys in this room, so the jars have nothing important. The only thing important is the skeleton over here. Let's shoot it and nab the token. Excellent. Okay, good. And that was actually the last skeleton to get. Awesome. Okay, so we have one more room to visit. If you need to, hit the floor master to get out of your way. The one in this room, though, is going to be invisible. So get your lens of truth out, strike it. Yeah, you have to be quick to take out the smaller floor masters, because if you wait too long, they'll attack you. Then it'll grow big again. If at least one is still alive, it'll become big again on its own. So yeah, always be ready to take him out. Excellent. Okay, so going back out here, there's a bunch of bonfires that we can strike with their arrows. Let's go over here first and get a position. This will create a bridge for us to get to the boss room, but you need a small key to get to that room first, though. Excellent. Once that's done, get your hover boots on and then be ready to take out the boss. You're gonna want the hover boots on and also the lens of truth to take the boss out easily. Unfortunately, there's really no shortcut to take out the boss like I did with Morpha. You'll have to hang tight and take out the boss normally. Use the lens of truth to get across. We're standing on a big drum right now. I don't understand why the boss of this dungeon would be nothing but a drummer with no head, basically. Ugh, that's pretty creepy now that I mentioned it. Well, I don't really care. I'm just gonna take it out as it is. Yeah, so try to like lock onto the hands here. This is gonna reveal the head of the boss. Strike it with your arrow, and then slash away with your sword. There we go. Yeah, the hover boots will make aiming for this boss a lot easier. Whoops, that was bad. Let me rewind that a little bit here. There we go, we got him. Pretty ironic how like the creepiest dungeon has like a boss that does nothing but play drums. Oh well, I mean, I think it's best not to overthink it. He's out of here either way. Okay, so anyway, the good news is we're actually not too far from beating the game now, 100%. I want to take out the hover boots because I'm not going to really need them anymore. I'm going to keep my Ocarina of Time out because I'm going to need it later on. Next couple videos for this game is going to be mostly a cakewalk. But before I end this video, though, I'm going to make preparations to get to the next area. Yeah, so Impa's basically telling you what happened to Hyrule Castle before you can get back to Princess Zelda with the spiritual stones. Ganondorf killed the king. Well, at least that's how I understand anyway, and he tried to capture Princess Zelda for himself, but Impa was able to escape from Ganondorf with her in her possession. But the princess is okay, thank God. So we have 5 out of the 6 stages we've awakened so far. There's just 1 more left. I'm not going to end this video just yet because I want to start making my way to the next area, which is called the Haunted Wasteland. From there, we're gonna reach the Desert Colossus. That's where the Spirit Temple lies. That's going to happen in this next video. Okay. Just for safety purposes, I'm going to make a suspend point. But I'm also going to save the game like normally, too. Okay. Let's start heading our way to Gerudo Valley once again. Okay, so while I make my way over to Gerudo Valley, in preparation for the next video, I kind of have to ask you guys a question real quick here. Do you guys think Epona will ever make it to the Zelda movie? I have a gut feeling that that's going to be very much the case because Epona is Link's most trusty horse companion than any other horse in the game. And in fact, Epona has always been my favorite horse companion for Link in the Zelda in the history of Zelda. And that says a lot right now. Okay, excellent. I'm gonna have to make a daytime here because we'll definitely need this we'll definitely need the sunlight in this next area to help us get through the Haunted Wasteland. So let me go ahead and do that first. Ah, nuts. I have like really big hands, and the Joy-Con 2's buttons are relatively small, to say the least. Anyway, now that's done, let's go ahead and ride Epona across to Gerudo Fortress. And we'll be ready to take on our next dungeon in the next video anyway. Okay, Epona, good job, girl. I'll see you later, alright? So, we're gonna climb up this ladder first. We're gonna talk to the woman waiting for us there. She's basically going to tell us how to get across the Haunted Wasteland. Okay, yeah, I'll explain this a little bit more in detail once we start this. The first thing you want to do, though, is equip the hover boots, because if you stand still in the sand, you'll slowly sink, and that's not going to be good. So it's a good idea to put these on first. Okay, here we are, the Haunted Wasteland. Okay, let's do this. So the first thing you want to do is jump on top of this box here, hook shot one of the other boxes on the other side. Okay, I'm not close enough to that one, am I? Okay, the middle one is over here. Okay. Okay, once we do this, we're going to follow the flags that are placed around the desert. There's a bomb chew shop on this site over here. A carpet merchant sells bomb chew over there. Now, in case you're having a hard time looking for the flags in the desert, they're pretty hard to see. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Play the Song of Storms. The lightning, the thunder and lightning will help you reveal the flag's positions. This is very helpful if you want to get through this place a lot faster. You don't really need this Song of Storms. I mean, it really depends on how you play the game. The flags shouldn't be that hard to see, though. Anyway, we'll just keep on going through this place. We're gonna go down here first because the skulls are waiting for us to collect. If you light torches here, you'll get a treasure chest containing some rupees. My rupee wallet is full, though, so I'm not going to even bother with it. I have to climb up this ladder. I'm gonna go up this ramp. Get your lens of truth out because you're gonna need it for this one. Once we get up here, this friendly Poe will guide you to the Desert Colossus, but make sure you follow it carefully, though. Otherwise, you'll end up back to the very beginning, and you have to do this whole thing over and over again. The hover boots will keep you from sinking into the sand. Watch out for the levers. Don't let those guys hit you too much. And here we are, the Desert Colossus. That's the Spirit Temple over there. Now, the reason why I want to do this part first is because of there's a great fairy over here that we can reach. You have to use a bomb to get inside it, though. There's also the gold skulls that I'm going to nab first before I end this video. So I'm going to worry about these two things first. This great fairy is going to give you Nehru's love. And there we go. Nehru's love is now in our possession. It's a defensive barrier that you can activate that'll prevent you from taking damage. However, I must warn you though that once Nehru's love is active, you will not be able to use anything that will consume magic until it runs out. So things like spin attacks or even the magical arrows, you can't use those until Nehru's love expires. Excellent. Okay, so once we have that, we're gonna go over here actually. I'm gonna take out this damn Gwei first. There's like a little oasis here. I'm gonna go near this tree first. I'm gonna play the sun song to make it nighttime. Yeah, so there's a skeleton over here that we can get right now. There's also another skeleton here in the Colossus, but we don't have access to it just yet, though. Okay. Alright, guys, so this is going to be more of a to-be-continued section in this video. In the next video, we'll be conquering the Spirit Temple. However, I'll have to split this temple into like 2 different parts. I'll explain later in the video, and so that way you can understand why this is the case here. Alright guys, until next time, this is Major League Gaming, logging out. I'll see you guys later in the next video. We'll be conquering the Spirit Temple next. Thank you.